Hi, it's Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead, where today I did a shopping haul. I went to my local Meijer store, and again, I only go there twice a month. So I wanted to show you kind of what I got. I got a lot of things for my grown kids that I wouldn't eat, but they were such a good deal. So let me first start off. This is some things I ended up getting. Meijer had, I don't know why they were trying to get rid of them. They had their cut green beans. These are frozen. They had these half price. Said clearance for 74 cents, and I couldn't beat that price. So I went ahead and bought 4 bags. Yes, I do can my own green beans, but I also like frozen green beans too. So that's why I picked them up. And I also picked up some peas. They were 74 cents clearance too as well. And then I picked up 2 bags of the Meijer Sugar Snap Peas. My son really likes these. These were clearance for 74 cents also, which said this was like regular, almost $2. So that was a really, really good deal at that price. I was able to snag some more of these bagels. I had shown these a couple of weeks ago for a grocery haul. These are refrigerated bagels. They were in the clearance section of my store where all the refrigerator clearance was. And these were $1.48, which I do believe is half price. So I'm going to go ahead and put them in the freezer. My son can have one, and my daughter, she's been eating on the ones that I've already given her since they eat bagels. I thought that was a really, really good deal. I eat wild blueberries every day for breakfast, and I make myself a smoothie where I just put half a cup of wild blueberries and then a glass of milk, and then I put some wheat germ in there, and then I mix it up in my magic bullet, and I drink it every morning. I feel like it's more refreshing way to start the day. I still have oatmeal, but I have this as my drink. And this was the same price. This was $10, if you believe, for 3 pounds of wild blueberries. Now, I had been looking for this, but I don't really, of course, need it right now. But oh my gosh, they had the canning and pickling salt. I had been looking for it for the last 3-4 weeks. I was getting a little low, but now our garden is totally over with. I figured I'm going to snag it now. That way there's a chance that I will be able to use it for next year. I picked this up. I would not eat this myself just because of all the preservatives, but I got this for my son because when I show you the cereal, I got a lot of cereal for my daughter, but I ended up picking this up. I guess he uses a lot of these Campbell's sauces where you just pour it over your meat and then you know, either the crock pot or the whatever. He said they're really, really good, but like I said, there's just too many added ingredients in there that I would stay away from. I also picked up, my husband eats a lot of canned fruit. Sometimes I do as well. As long as it's in 100% juice, I don't have it in the high fructose corn syrup at all. And I ended up getting 4 cans of these peaches. Now, these were not on sale, but these are $1.49 for the store brand. And if I bought the name brand, it would be $2 something. So the store brand is a definitely good deal for this. So I also picked this up. Now, I honestly do not make my own gravy at Thanksgiving or Christmas. I probably should. I don't really like gravy, but I go ahead and pick up a jar. This is Heinz chicken gravy, and this was on sale this week at my Meijer store for $1.99. And I thought that was a pretty good deal, so I thought I would snag this to serve during the holidays, because sometimes we don't fix a turkey for Thanksgiving. Usually I'll fix chickens. A couple of whole chickens, usually about 3 for our family. And someone in the family likes gravy. I think it's my son, my son-in-law, and my mother. My husband might have it occasionally, but I mean, like I said, I don't eat it. But I thought that was a good deal. And I was getting low on peanut butter. I know it's not the natural one, but this is my go-to peanut butter. And I had to snag a little bit more of this because I've got some more whipping cream. I stopped off the other day at Whole Foods and got more whipping cream, and I'm gonna make that peanut butter ice cream again because it was just so good. I have put it on there for a future video. Like I said, it is to die for. Well, I've been doing a lot of applesauce and canning it, and too, I've made a video for that, which will be on there too as well later on. I needed fresh lemons. That's what I use in my applesauce. I've gone to a local apple orchard and picked a whole bunch of apples, so you'll have to excuse the mess in my kitchen. I've got some applesauce that I had canned the other day, and I'm still kind of cleaning up when I can. It gets to be like a tornado in my kitchen. But these lemons, they were kind of high, 3 pounds. I think it was 5 something. But again, my recipe calls for fresh lemons, not the one in the bottle. And the one in the bottle has artificial in it, and I don't want that, so I want the natural stuff. I picked up bananas. They're 55 cents a pound at my local Meijer, which isn't horrible. But I don't have a closer store where it's cheaper. My Kroger, they charge me 65 cents a pound. So I feel like I'm getting a bargain with these. I picked up this is spinach. My husband eats some of it on his salads. Sometimes I eat it as well. And I think this was $1.79 for the bunch, which wasn't too bad because this is a pretty big bunch here. I ended up having to get more flour. I do make my own bread, and I use it in a bread machine. And I use the King Arthur. I think it's such a superb flour, whole lot better than the other ones. But yes, the price is pricey. I think this one was it's either $5.79 or $5.99. But the other one they had was almost $7. So I thought, what? But, you know, I'm going to get, so I ended up getting this. This is 100% whole grain, whole wheat, and I use it in when I make honey whole wheat bread, which is really good. Well, this has nothing to do with food, but I ended up snagging 2 of these. They weren't on sale, but they're, you know, it's coming up. I have a couple of months here. It's September right now, so we got a couple months and it's going to be Thanksgiving. And I snagged these because I have 2 granddaughters that, hey, when they come over and I'm making a meal, you know how some people can't wait, and they get to be, they love to play, and I figured this would, you know, occupy their time, and that way they can go ahead and color this. This is actually velvet art. It wasn't a bad price. It was $2.49 for each of them. I thought it was a decent price, so I snagged it because I don't know, getting closer to the holidays, it may be gone. Yeah, maybe I would have paid a little bit less, but then again, I may have not had a very good selection. Well, and here's the cereal that I was talking about. My daughter likes Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and I guess this was clearance, half off, so it was $2.50. I couldn't imagine paying $5 in the store for 16 ounces of Cinnamon Toast Crunch. But she eats a lot for like breakfast, or she has it for a snack before she goes to bed, and I thought that was an excellent deal. I did snag this for my husband. I make him Rice Krispie treats. This is a family size one, and I paid $2.70. So that was, again, it says 50% off, and I think that was an excellent deal. And then I got this again for my daughter, Lucky Charms. Not something I would eat, you know, with all that dye in there, but she would. And this was $2.40 for this large size box of cereal. I can't imagine people that have children and, you know, the kids wanting all this cereal because, you know, I sure would not pay $5 for a large box of cereal. But, you know, to get it for $2.40 or $2.50 is a steal. That is an excellent deal. And here is the other one I got for my daughter. I mean, yeah, it's a little smashed here on the top, but you know what? So what? It's totally sealed. And this one is $3.34, 50% off. So could you imagine this being over $6, almost $7 for a mega size box of cereal? Now, all this cereal was good until the year 2024, so it's not like it was just about ready to expire, because you know how cereal can sometimes get stale. But no, I think this will last her a little bit. I don't think it's going to last months and months and months, but I think she'll go through it and her husband quite fast. All right, and here's the next part I ended up getting. I ended up getting some ground beef. So this was Chuck Angus beef. This is $10 for 2 pounds. So each pound is $5.69. The reason being why I bought a whole bunch of meat is my Meijer had a digital coupon. And it was, if you spent $50 in meat, I got $17.50 off. Now, I thought that was an excellent deal. Now, again, yes, it's just me and my husband, but I'm going to split this. This is going to do us 2 meals here, and I got another one down here. And the sale, too, also was if you bought 1 package of ground beef, you got the other one half off. So, oh my gosh, couldn't believe that. So I had to snag that. So I also got this. These are Chuck Eye roast. I put these in the Instapot. I already have a video out where I have the Instapot pot roast. I actually take these, I freeze these, and then, I get ready to put it in the Instapot frozen. And this one was $15 and the other one was $15. But again, it was buy one, get the other one half off. And I still got the $17.50 off the $50. So like I said, I think I did a really good deal, and this will last us a while. So that's why I ended up doing it, because again, I do not go to Meijer but twice a month, and I don't like to shop with like a whole bunch of stuff. Sometimes I might run in there if there's something just quick on sale and get it. Sure, if I'm in the area, but otherwise, no. To get to my Meijer store, it is about 25 minutes from my home, which isn't too bad. But, then again, you got 25 minutes back. So you got a whole hour you've already got gone before you even get through the store. So I think this was a good deal there. And also, I ended up picking up a steak. Now, normally I buy 2 steaks for my husband and I, but honestly, I can't eat all that. And I probably should not have all that steak anyway. So I got this one steak. This is $11.50. This is beef loin top sirloin steak. Says regular price per pound is $15. I got it for $11.99, but my plan is to go ahead and split it in half tonight. So he'll have half and I'll have the other half. Because technically for protein, you're supposed to just have something that looks like a deck of cards. In today's society, everything is bigger and, paying more like a big supersized drink, drive-through, etc., big steak. I couldn't eat that whole steak if I wanted to. And I shouldn't either. That would be just too much. But I thought that was a good deal. All the other steaks were a little bit higher price than this, so I thought I'm going to go ahead and get this. And I don't buy steak all the time, but I figure if it's a good deal, we're going to get it. Now, I went ahead and got some whole chickens. They were not on sale, but last time I was at Meijer, they didn't have any whole chickens. The only kind they had was this organic, which I would buy the organic, but I'm not paying $20 for a chicken under 5 pounds. So that's just a little bit too much for me. But again, this is the Meijer brand of chicken. Has no antibiotics or no hormones or anything no preservatives. This is about a 5-pound chicken and I paid $7.81. My plan is to use one of these this weekend and make some chicken fettuccine. And I'll do a video on that and put it up on for the upcoming weeks. But I got the other chicken to put in the freezer because it's such, sometimes I'm there and they just don't have chickens. And so if I see it, I probably need to go ahead and get it. So I went ahead and got another mozzarella cheese. Again, I use this for my homemade pizzas. We have homemade pizzas pretty much about every Friday instead of me going out and getting one. A long ago, I did have the pizza from Domino's or whatever, but something in there, the preserved or something, it just would tear me up in my stomach and I'd eat it and I'd have to run to the toilet. So that's why I make my own homemade pizzas from scratch. Here was when I talked about the fettuccine. I have not yet made my own homemade noodles. That will be in the future videos. I will learn how to make my own noodles, and that way I won't have to buy. But I buy this, I don't know if you pronounce it butatoni, probably pronouncing and butchered it too much. Fettuccine noodles. These are all natural. You keep them in the refrigerator and they're good and fresh until the 19th of October. And you can also freeze these. I have got these when these were on sale and then bought extras and then put them in the freezer. And it's just excellent, you know, something you can whip up with your chicken fettuccine. It goes a little bit faster, you know, after I make the sauce, you know, and you cook the chicken. So it just, I think it's just it's an easy meal. Well, then I snagged this. I've been looking around for, this is sea salt, all natural. I actually wanted some coarse salt. I was going to go ahead and make some homemade pretzels. I've never done that, but I'm going to be doing that in the next couple of days. And again, I will put it up eventually. And the coarse salt that they had in the store had a preservative in it. It said it had yellow something, and I don't want to be near the preservatives. Just don't want to eat it. I'm not allergic to the preservatives, but I have a medical situation that if I eat foods with preservatives in it, it causes me pain. So I have to really stick to a strict, you know, natural diet as much as I can. But anyway, so they didn't have the coarse salt without the preservative in the store. So I snagged this. It says it's a refillable, adjustable grinder. I thought maybe if I could take the thing off on the top, I'm going to go ahead and use this to put on the topping of the pretzels because the salt was a little bit more coarse than, say, the regular salt. But again, I would have used either one if I couldn't have found this. And this wasn't too bad. I think this was $2.49 for this. Yeah, it's a small little amount, but the salt is a bigger chunks is what I was going for in the pretzels. And then I snagged these Van de Kamp's beer battered fillets. Now, this was not on sale, but this was, I think this was $5.79. That's the regular price. They had Gordon's fish on sale this week, but it was $5.99. And it was the same amount of fish. And my husband doesn't care if it's Van de Kamp's or Gordon's. So I went with this one because it was 10 cents cheaper. You know, like I said, you've got to save where you can. But this is, he likes this. I do not eat this. If I eat any fish, I'll eat like fresh salmon that you get at Kroger, like a big, huge fillet and cut it and then freeze it. I'll do that. But I don't really like salmon. I don't really like fish, but that would be about the only fish I would eat unless we got some real fresh. I might try it, but, you know, I'd rather just take my fish oil. And then I ended up snagging some yeast. So I needed the rapid yeast that was to go ahead and use for the pretzels because I don't have any of that on hand. So I snagged that up. And then I needed some active dry yeast. I use these for my pizza, you know, every week. And of course my bread as well. I get the one in the strip because it doesn't have a preservative in it at all. And so that's why I ended up doing like that. If you get it in the jar, they do have a little preservative in there. Supposedly it is made from corn. I'm not really wanting to go there right now. So that's why I buy the strips. So all these groceries cost about $160. I had a coupon for $10 off. Then I got that $17.50 off. So I actually got $27.50 off, which wasn't, which I thought was decent because then my bill would have been $180. So $160 is not too bad. And again, this meat's going to last me, several weeks. So I won't have to go back and get any meat, for a while. Maybe not until the, end of October, beginning of November, just before Thanksgiving. If you like what you're seeing today, please hit the subscribe button down below. Thank you for watching. This was Karen with Living Our Dream Homestead. I hope you have a good day.